Recorded. I usually fell asleep from insomnia after jacking off. I don't know how many years I just barely figured this shit out. Since for so many years, according to the clog on my right adrenal gland, I never jacked it off. And girth. Probably the same way I got a crooked finger. Something happened while I was asleep. Hey, you notice that's me. Never lost my Section 8. If I wasn't mistaken, they said for the past 5 years that apartment still had my name on it. I never had to deal with them. They had to deal with Section 8. While on disability, hey. Five and a half years. Stadium. Casino. That I wrote up in the 80s. Like what, 83 or some shit? Probably couldn't be able to read it since the shit was so light. Explain Silver Bullet in the kids. Security. um, um. Then once you get used to being solo, ugh, we don't have to agree. We don't have to date you. We are whores and we don't have to show you our ass butt naked. Unless you just got the weirdest luck and miss it all the damn time. Then on top of that, when he's about to see it, threats are being yelled. I never had any intentions of hooking up. Then here's the other worst case scenario. Hey, I just got out the penitentiary. I thought that we could probably, hey, here's some nut in you. I'm not a Japanese cannibal. I don't enjoy nut. I'm not a homosexual. That's not one of my perfect seasonings. Don't be peppering hours somehow over here on 47, but squatted 7 years no water. Now, refugees and people claiming to be Congolese to the Belgian person is talking about what's in the water from the electrical union. Me, me, me. What was I thinking of? And then there was this time, and it was such a joy when I found out that Bo meant out of order in police code. And they said Boloke, cuz. Then at the march, they was like, we only Crips and Bloods and Vice Lords and gangsters when it comes to Aaron. On intercom. While people going to jail, we getting rid of the real. This is sort of like, hey, what's up? We up in Africa. Translator, can we apply that science? I'm tossing up pitchforks. Words going around, Vice Lords got him there. Robin Sage Jade Helm. Hey, some man with an eyeball Scotland Yard, y'all can be Vice Lords and GDs so we can kill y'all off. But we're from another country, but we're black and we're here. We're from another country, we're white and we're here. We look like what you call Mexican, We know how to speak Spanish. We look like them. We're gonna claim them, and we here. Ooh. It's the whole thing that's not connected is, so if it's a whole secular thing, why is y'all beefing? Then on top of that, why is y'all here not beefing? This is sort of like, hey man, we just went undercover. Now we all here kicking it. Ugh, enjoying some drinks, celebrating. Hey, that's the smaller niche. Apply that science. What y'all do? Walk out. Hey, block party. Hey, we all here. Like all they need is some uniforms and some. And it's like they do have uniforms. Look at them clothes. Look at how they base the gang. Boom. This rag, my badge, my colors, my uniform. But hold on, the crazy thing with the gang is it's based off the flag. Red, white, and blue. Then it's a misconception about history. Let's think about the Gatling gun and how much the US didn't really like that stuff and the new name. Then let's go back to the whole thing about why these people in these videos talking about Harlem and shit look like they predominantly from another country. Because that's not New York, that's Nova Scotia, which is just a line splitting them. Same type of buildings, just totally different. Then you ask people, okay, so he's the one that's North American. Why? Because we is all on him. Ostracized. We is the ones that's not actually supposed to be here, but we're the ones that's here. Hey, hey, political. Hey, politics. Hey, I'm the police. Hey, that's us. The whole problem is we is using errand shit, private, transferring from place to place, setting up bullshit, fake terrorists. Hey, what's up, intercom? Hey, what's up, police? This is happening. We're up in South Africa. SB 1070 shit, ostracism. Hey, black man, U.S. citizen. Ugh. This is a racist place. Oh my gosh. You thinking about Mexicans. Hey, there's Canadians. There's goddamn other people. They went to Canada. Ugh. More lenient to the way they feel and believe. And what's the big problem with that? Hey, we paid you some money and you said, I'm not going to let you touch it. You paid me to build it. Unlike the post office in Canada, it said the United States Post Office. They said, well, let's leave that there and let's build Canadian Post Office. Ugh. Then they went on a little thing of stealing and doing what they wanted. And present day, you people are understanding it because when you go out to shop at the supermarket, if it's all about price, knowing when these stores started, there was enough money, and by the prices and the way it is, there shouldn't be no problem present day. Unless embezzlement and laundry. Let's take all these good products, hide them in my house, put all these bad products. Ugh. Hey, hey, got a bunch of dead dust. Hey, fruit roll up cranberry. Would you go and eat your cranberries and tell me that don't smell like a dead body's dust? Look at that milk carton. Oh, does this taste like vitamin D milk, powdered milk, and female water? That's the milk that was stolen in Canada. They said something about Canada and the FDA and the Nazis. Somebody who's from Canada or is connected, worked in the US, said, hey, Canada's gonna get the Nazis. Ugh. Not the FDA. But what do they have? FDSA. But hold on. They wanted to taste Prilosec, lidocaine. Hey, they didn't want to do the work. They're on apprenticeship shit. Just printed it out at the express printing place. You guys trust them? Hey, what's the eye socket moving for? Lobotomy. What is the nose dripping out the blue? Lobotomy. Don't tell me you're stuck in the same situation. You got a job, you got things to do. And you remember being kids, and then, oh, you don't like it? Ugh, just got your parents off this job, walking over here to get you. You didn't do nothing, but who you think they gonna believe? Oops, now you lost your job, and now my cousin that I wanted to have that job has that job now. Ooh. And don't care who they fire, who got fired, who lost the job, what they need. But when it comes to the future and want, they sure do like to complain. They didn't trip on how they got the position, who they dogged out for, but they expect to get more and want more. I got a First Amendment right to do what the fuck I want and not to be bothered. It's kind of crazy. I got to sit a juvenile life. Ugh, solo. Present day, you probably think, man, y'all grew up with him. He must have been an asshole in high school. Ugh. Oh no, we did the exact same shit in high school, grade school, all this stuff that he wrote up, and oh, then once they use it, they do whatever they can to try to get rid of it. Oh, saying, hey, we have the paperwork. This is ours. But like I said before, they've been sitting on accreditations, businesses, and they, by right, don't have to use it and hold it for as long as they choose and please. But hey, you was a little kid, Negro. Hey, if it's talking about people, hey, whoa, who got people? We don't. USA, us, union, not SB 1070. Ugh. Before I got the right to be here as a citizen, I used to dog out all these kids born here in the USA. Because, oh, now that I became a citizen, ooh, I'm going to try to use every legal right to keep them away from me. If that. We don't know. Hey, I didn't say shit. I didn't say nothing. Didn't say nothing. Didn't say nothing. All I did is walk over here, seen these white people I noticed from the past, talk to them. They said, hey, we found this stuff. Ugh. It's in the color purple, like Grape Street, right? Hey, ASU is maroon, like burgundy, right? Florida State is orange, like Hoover, right? Come on, speak on it. Speak on it. Because I'm going to tell you the truth. Ugh. Yeah, this hood, but I don't like how you did him. I'm a switch. Oh man, they be switching too much, even though we know they cops. We got to have to stick to something more stocking. Next time we see those two, quote unquote truces, statue. Y'all put all y'all guns in, said the people in uniform. And the people in plain clothes was like, nah, we got a Second Amendment right. We didn't put all our guns in. While the other people didn't have a Second Amendment right other than being a cop or something holding a gun. Wavy fingers. Ooh, MCC. Come on. Yeah. I pop in out of nowhere. I still got my immunity. And old people said, thou shalt not kill. Hey, we're not registered sex offenders. How we threw away them infants. We don't even have child abuse records on our thing. I don't remember any custody battle, but I sure did remember people kidnapping them, popping up talking about, hey, I got him. This mine. Ooh, this is legal. I think he should pay some money to us so we could take care of him. There was nothing wrong with him in the first place. How did that happen? And where was the services to back me up? Oh, they're foreigners too. Hey, you want us to show you what US is about and what they do? Ugh. We could do that. Ugh, pass that test. Boom. Up, we're home now. I didn't say I was from the US. We just do what we do. Oh, he went out of state to look after someone else. Oh, he got manipulated. Oop, kicked. Oop. Hey, you guys got to have a vasectomy and tied tubes in order to join. What part of the game is that? It's a private place. You get it, right? You walk into a private business. That's all it is. You don't got the right to shoot anybody, kill anybody. You don't have the right to get assaulted. Yeah, if they still had it, but you tend to forget, we're foreigners talking about invasion and war, and we ain't doing shit about it, but allowing that shit to happen. And as it happens, oh, is that what the defense do? Hey, we got all this money, let's go over here on vacation. Hey, it's like, hey, what a coincidence. In the court of law, this shit has to happen just like this for the rules to apply. Then you read the rules and you're like, hey, so if I'm, this applies for somebody who's a foreigner. Ugh. It doesn't apply to me at all. There's a totally different thing about sovereignty. Hey, reapply for a social security card. Hey, I'm a foreigner. I'm not supposed to be here illegally. Sovereign. I just got to go and print down some papers. Mr. J 52nd. Hey. Then wait for one of my venue people. Oh, we're in the Supreme Court. Oh, we're just looking for somebody to accept this shit. Oh. Hey, war on terror. Let's terrorize people. I'm scared now. These same people is over here trying to terrorize us. We got them off the streets. We set up 5 people for nothing illegally, right? wrote up some stuff as the judge. They just put one of the Kim folks in jail for it. Then hold on, the real shit that happens on the street, we just stay close to you and keep talking. We good. We actually doing dirt. Y'all is playing like you doing dirt. We actually doing it and getting away in the limelight. But hold on, by law, oh, unless it happens exactly like this, it's like wow. So you didn't have no options and none of that, but y'all made these rules to. It was like, okay, he's walking down the street with a gun. All right, he's walking down the street with a gun. So what? He just pulled it out and shot somebody. Up, oh, there's another gunshot. Up, oh, there's another one. Then we come to find out, oh well, there's no sexual harassment, and unless we call you, I'm not calling you. I see naked women. I'm not calling you. I get to have fun with this pellet gun or whatnot. And then no cops get called. Hey, ain't no cops. Where the hell? Hey. Then people notice that stuff. Oh, we is the cops. Hey, what's happening? Turns out like that and shit, right? Hey, it's keeping the peace. This is keeping the peace. There's a whole bunch of people as peace. I wouldn't give a fuck if it was only 5 U.S. citizens and 350,000 people from another country. You gonna need to know who these U.S. citizens is so you can apply them rules correctly. Not 350,000 people is peaceful. They dogging out the five. Citizen dominion media. Here goes your misdemeanor. Your misdemeanor. Take your ass home. Visa going away. Not, hey, we don't know if you're royalty or not, but I'm going to help you out. Because you got that badge and shit. You got that worst time. And then once we get rid of you, jump off and press the propaganda, who you think they're going to believe? The homies that keep the party cracking in the hoes or walk around solo? Then on top of that, you graduated high school. Unless they pushed you through it because you was a citizen, you know? Too bad the parents, hey, I want to make sure you know what the fuck you doing. That they ain't just pushing you along. Like we checked that there was herpes around here and came here. Look at all these people at the school. Like the cops, like, ugh. Right. So who y'all gonna send? You ain't gonna send. Boom! I got my people out here. I'm happy. Was like, hey, we heard him how he dogs out his neighborhood. Boom. Hey, the cops just got called. Oh, let me not send you to your neighborhood. We don't need you to intimidate nobody. Ugh. And then watch how he intimidates everybody else for their information. Ugh. Make that illegal. You can't access somebody else's information. You can't go to your own neighborhood. You can't do none of that shit. It's a private situation, right? Because he'll take yours and get the bounty. Hey. Then on top of that, he just needs to make it up, find out the whole process, and then you're set up, you're gone, you're retired early, you're sitting there like me, like, damn, should I get out of the state or should I stay here and just become a vigilante? And what's the option of that? If I become the vigilante, I'm in jail. Then it's the same shit as just sitting here watching. It was like, hey, I'm watching. All right. I could have been in jail. You would have popped up. Oh, prostitute. Now I'm watching. You can just walk out the door. Oh, hold on. Here's the biggest pet peeve. Hey, people, we're supposed to be protecting. Hey, you're walking around. You're a prostitute. You don't even know no better. You don't pass any test of competence. He's been manipulating me when I was a kid, but hey, he don't manipulate nobody else as they get older. And don't tell me you just want to see eye candy because you know, hey, that look like booty, it's naked. Then it's like, hey, it smells like shit. You sat around, you haven't bathed, you smell the doo doo. Just remember that every time. It's like, hold on, Roland, she butt naked, and remember the doo doo, so you could be like, I'm gonna have to call the police. I'm trying to protect you. You hurt? Anything? Help? You need help? Like earlier, oh, you the police? What is you showing your monkey for? Hey, I'm something that's somewhere in the future. Oh, I didn't know. Obviously, if you got that, I don't know. You shouldn't be, because you gonna go to, oh, I'm the unfraudulent fraudulator. You knew about the unfraudulent fraudulator, but you didn't know. Ooh. And then wouldn't that be even more worse? Hey, these are the people you're supposed to trust now. If everybody claiming to be undercover setting you up for no reason is the people that's now in uniform talking, I'm mad because I wouldn't want my money going to them. Period. Because they violate constitutional rights and all this shit. They ain't got no right. Ugh. Confession. Flicks. Canada. Oh. Violate their constitutional rights, held them 7 years, then returned them. Hey, anybody else's rights constitutionally? Hey, I'm just walking down the street. You sure you don't want no ass? Ugh, got you. Ugh, solicitor. I was just walking down the street, minding my business. Somebody asked, hell yeah, a rhetorical question. But I didn't say I would want you. Then arm, handcuffs, soliciting. Now I'm in front of you trying to tell you that I'm coerced and manipulated here. 6 months passed, you finally got out. Hey, who's real, who's fake? It's gonna be probably your runky check. Try to get that all fixed up, huh? It's like you're using my technology and you're putting me in it. But yet you're the principal of your own business. And they can't tell you nothing. While you was reminding me, the person who had amnesia, scar over my eyeball, we are reminding you this. Then you're probably gonna tell somebody else, hey, yeah, he knows about it. That person has enough common sense to pop up and be like, I noticed that he don't remember. What is y'all doing with his shit? Send lookalikes. Make no more business deals with them people. Once they get rid of a certain amount, hey, it's a strategy game. Boom. Not only is it a strategy game, you're brought into the world, you don't have no weapons, no nothing. And you have to win. Ugh. Everybody's ninjas with weapons, guns and bombs. And somehow they manipulated. Oh, they did not. They did not. It's just them. Hey, we are USA. Hey, I was wondering, is this against the law? I didn't give permission for my balls to be scattered across the world for reinforcements in a fake war, like people going to jail for 30 years for accepting Purple Hearts and transvestites and homosexuals when people from other countries have to be homosexuals and transvestites. Now you're incorporating them. Hey, I'm a secret agent. You just allowed me to walk up in here. Now that you trust me, all right, this person who knows who I am, that's the evil. Shoot him. Right, Flak Jacket, that's my son. Those are my daughters. Those are my kids. He knew the one that took the lighter. I wasn't a kid. That's why he took my lighter. I wasn't a kid. I wasn't 18 years old. Obviously, you didn't get that. If he said you're not 18 years old, obviously you ain't gonna be able to get away with too much shit. But yeah, I was, because when kids went out there, they wanted to become police officers. I was like, no, that's the most dangerous place in the world to be a police officer, because the citizens have the right to shoot your ass down if they feel threatened. And I was like, these are my kids. I didn't just, hey, you're here. Oh, yeah, I got this war for you. Ugh. What the fuck is war? When am I going to eat? Then years later, hey, you want to eat? You shoot, you kill, you eat. And had I known about it, guess who would have got a visit through the television? Boom, 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 boom. Walked in there, clapped the hand, and exploded. Hey, don't talk to me. Get used to that shit. You unison, you got someone to talk to. Get the fuck out of my business. As the wind changed. Because it's big me's outside of the solar system blowing. Very small. Just look at some part that's a shade. Ugh. And then you look at the shade and then something just lights up. Boom. Then all of a sudden you didn't know, somewhere at NASA they was like, look at that eyeball watching us. Watch what I'm going to do. Flick, flick. Get the fuck away from my ear. And then I became a giant. And I just couldn't stop growing. Until I was standing on planets that were like atoms that created mass buildings and concrete slabs and grass blades. And then I continued dropping kids off, trying to get away. Monkey seeing and monkey doing, as I had learned. We just took your shit away. You the defense over here. We just stole it from you. We're wild ass prostitutes. And it's like, here's the logic of it. You could be dead. But somebody is like, even you have the right to act stupid. And you're still alive. Great. And hopefully next year and next year after that. Ugh. But that shit you fucking with there, that shit'll get you killed. Hey, to us, it ain't nothing. Hey, to somebody that's real dear, it's like, hey, I blow your heads off. I got the defense. Ugh. Now I can continue blackmailing this country. Now I can continue. Is it in Braille? I don't think it's up to you. I applied for the good job and got the good job. And what I got was the people that was playing to be the cops and detectives who just went through the training and got their detective's badge was like, shit, man, we the defense. Everybody get off the block. We, martial law. We just, I like a lot of people like closer. I can smell you. Yeah, yeah. Oh, I can taste this feel. Oh, yeah, everybody. Ninja knuckle punks. Crazy people doing what they want to do. Thinking, you got the defense with your hard work. Whatever is you is us. Then we come to find out, y'all ain't even North American citizens. Y'all ain't even supposed to be in the country. Well, everybody here is like, well, obviously we didn't do it, and I'm not going to let you use mine. So I'll give you that respect and stay away while everybody else, Hey, you just won that in court. You're going to let us use it, right? Ugh. I have the right not to be manipulated or coerced. You know I have a right to my rights. What are you trying to manipulate me into giving you that right? Even more scary. Hey, revolvers. Let's not talk about pistols. Let's talk about revolvers. The revolver era. I'm pretty sure everybody that's old got a revolver somewhere. Oh, deputy pistols, huh? Or was the pistol to get? What I do with the revolver? Safety. Yeah, let me get a safety on this revolver. Why? It's like it's facing down. Then again, it's like, hey, it's a gun. If it's facing down, you actually, if it's facing up, it's by your leg. Oh, you accidentally shoot your leg. It's like, hold on, okay. A gun. That's what we'll call it, a gun. We'll put it a holster right here by your leg. If you turn it around, get smart, you shoot yourself in the head or you go deaf. If you accidentally shoot yourself in the leg, you're hitting tendons, bleed to death. Shoot your foot off, you can't run. It explodes. Certain stuff happens, right? All these risk factors. There's a purpose for risk factors, right? Hey, we have all this perfectly good stuff to use, but we don't want to. Denied, denied, denied. Oh, we want you to use HIV, AIDS that we don't consider as a disease, as a leavening agent to keep shit around. Let's put HIV in paint. Let's put HIV in the food. Let's put HIV in this and that. Everybody from another country, even the people claiming to be Native Americans, knew what AIDS was. But yet in the medical field, medical offices and shit, oh, somebody just stupidly wrote it to pass it just so we could use. Now you have a problem. You're going to get older and you just started it. You just got it finished and it's passed. And you think we're going to use it now, but we've been using it. What you going to have to worry about when you get older. And they're going to make sure you get it. Oh, hey, it was in the book. I got it written off the FDA. Why? Can you ask why I did? I'm not your reinforcements. Just getting ready for the future. Old people still want to play their games. At whose expense? Not their own. Let's apply the science. Hey, we got all this technology to not keep us confused about what's really gullible about life. In the past, less technology, more gullible. We're perfect scientists to the top of our class, but yet I will accept and take a lobotomy for science. Okay, now I want it back. Give it back. And that's life. It's gone. And then what? We fall. And then 100 years later, oh, we're back on track. And it's not that we didn't make it, we couldn't have made it. It was that, if you did make it, then we'll tap your nose and put you down and take your shit and steal it. Am I lying or is it still happening present day? Hold on, here's the worst case. It happened to us. Now it's my turn. Here's the worst case. Hey. When you just with us talking about going to whoop the teacher ass. Ugh. Hey, teacher, how you doing? Ugh, turn around on you. Oh, she was talking about me when we was in school and shit. After that, I was gonna do it too. But they don't check those people, look for those people. Nah, they go for the people that would have made a difference. Ugh. Nah, skip that. I didn't have that teacher. Y'all won't have that teacher. Get away. Ugh. I'm a has-been. Let me get some money, get some change, homie. Ugh. Even though I'm a vegetarian, I want to go get some hamburgers and greasy French fries. I'm a vegetarian, huh? That's new. That's new. Vegetarian. A vegan slash vegetarian grows most of their plants. Right, but then how would you do it if the soil comes from an animal? It's animal doo doo. Right. Then the aero gardens, the up gardens. Yeah, for the vitamins and stuff we don't have and get. As I told you, from the days of that time, they ate people. They did not eat people with meddling in them. Guess what the purple brought? Your ass from getting eaten. Guess what the Seacom say flavor did? Ooh. Hey, what else did I do? The fat that grew back. Let you taste it. Why? Hey, you sure you know what it tastes like now? Ugh. Now let's remember back in our mind and see how many times we ate it and who came up missing. Then let's check out the zodiacs and see how gullible they is. Ugh. Then after we figure out which gullible from their zodiac, we could probably pinpoint and find out who passed away and how they got kidnapped or ran away by watching people doing it. Ugh. Not, hey, experiment. You have a kid every month. I'm going to adopt all this stuff. Somewhere in the future, you're going to get kidnapped. I seen this movie. Nah, I just wanted to spend more time than just that second. You see how I left, and I'm back. I will be here until you die. That's the promise. You knew it. You knew it. Clean my dookie. Oh, I'm the parent, you know. Right. That was all about scooters on sidewalks and people leaving them because they're over 200 pounds or whatever, and they ride it and break it, or 1,500 and all this other change. Somebody probably got hit up because other than that, they've been on it since '85 when the swag popped up. When they found out that I had the swag or the hover on deck from levitation, not from levitation, but hover. The polymers, 3D printing, Blender, After Effects. And since I use After Effects to do most of the flicks and shit that I had at my house, doctor's notes and shit, like the X guy in that court case, where's my stuff at? Then I will use your mind to find that shit you looked at. Hey, that's your girl. That's not mine. You play with it. Ugh. Why we wasn't trick. She tricked us each time. Thought she needed help. Up, you popped up. Hey, so you know what we're doing, huh? So I changed her into a guide. And how old was she working over there? And how old is she there? And on HBO? And how young were they? This is the stuff they had my kids doing. And this is the stuff, in present day is how they grew up. Hopefully I taught them enough to keep them well-rounded. Think with your libido. Eventually it'll be over with. It's up to you. Have a little common sense. Keep your business to yourself. Don't be no sick pervert. You'll make me cry if you die. Unless you knew that and tried to die to get me to cry, then I'll recant on that and won't tear up until later on when I get it, when the spirit hit me. Y'all taste the dirty mop water. Yeah, that means there's some sugar in that shit. It's so heated and pushing that it cotton candied it. Now do we understand what's that space shit floating through the air? As if they didn't have salt and they added sugar to it and then dried the sugar and then it's still alive. Look at it. Fourth dimension. Multiple planet Earths in a circle. Just don't see them. Multiple suns, multiple everything. It's like a big kaleidoscope. Phasing. And there was one that was connected to the other side of the planet that we don't see or go to, that's dry and desolate, that matched exactly this side of the planet before it turns into that side and looks like Mars. But in order to counter that, the other side has to boost back up. So if this does turn into that, there's always some other place to go. While me on that point went into the anomaly and increased it and had dirt and dust until it created a landmass and pulled a lot of people that was up to die for no good fucking reason because they didn't know any better. I mean, I can understand Robert Sage Jade him. It's just totally different when you say, I'm going to raise you from an infant and then kill you because of what I taught you. So if you didn't teach me this, I would be good. You know, it was like, wow, what is this? What is this whole little jail time? Where the electric chair? We tried the electric chair. They're still alive. Wow. Well, I would like to know, and we're here. Shut up. Then they tell you the story. They go, "Oh, we aliens, another planet that ain't this, and we want to take it for ourselves." It was like, hold on, these are them suckers from Mars. Ugh. And there's this other planet, the fourth from the third, if we were the second, was exactly like us, but they were tuned to 136, not 123.52 or 56 or 556 or 54 or 1.37 or 137, same. And they were psychically connected to where we had psychic powers and shit. Then somehow that planet dies, explodes, disappears, and we no longer have psychic abilities to look into the future. And the ones who still do means that they achieve the teleport and left all those other ones just to perish on their planet like it ain't shit. And they tricked them people. Hey, have you tried this and this? Aha, it created that, killed you. Was watching something over here on TV and they were like, hey, we just created this and then we removed this bacteria gene and added these genes and it just started growing and growing and growing. And the only thing I could think of was splice species, because you don't know Canada. This is Canada. We actually doing this shit, but it's recorded because Aaron owns this and got cameras everywhere. Because Return of the Drunk, the dude got cameras everywhere. They watching us like some goddamn TV. Regardless, you don't understand the life if you ain't been nowhere else. Well, get the truth. Let's think about the Saudi. So, in my time, my era, trusting certain people, not me, but people doing the wrong decision. Hey, I guess you trusted us. We're going to sell this to Saudi Arabia. Oh, we have to excommunicate somewhere else. Oh, this is ours. And then we don't get it right. And it's like, oh, we fighting for who trying to get it. And you didn't get that shit. It's like, oh, you're a burden to us. We got a war going on, all right. He's the only soldier. He's the only shoot him up, go get it, save us, bro. Ah, I found out early I had to defend myself. 58 minutes right now. Let's think about it. I'm not a midget being held down in a cave with my spirit with no head doing the walk. With the people with the fezzes. I'm a kid going through the worst. We're foreigners, adults, but we work in your government as your protection. Now, 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 now. We ain't gonna enforce no harassment. It got to go through us to get it fair. And complaints going in the trash. Whoa. We just did this, got him in jail. I did this, I expect. It's in the trash. Get away from here. Pick that shit back up. Do the proper. I do feel something poking me in my foot. Hey, flat affect. How long you been cooking it with the hood? Cause it's already too late. That's why they don't want you there. I'm sorry. Worst case scenario, you're not pretty enough. Ooh. Or you just chose the right way to survive because they don't want you that way. Ugh. What if that's what it means for everybody else, you know? Wouldn't that be odd if everybody seemed to be that same way? Wouldn't that be odd? That's irrelevant. Other people are better than other people. There's no way they could act like average ass people, you know? That's irrelevant. Hey, they don't eat this. What you doing? Bring that over here. Get that over here. Ugh. And we'll get some of them fish. Get they some crackers. Here you go. Got a couple of bottles of Dom P when the club shut down. Had to snatch it. Ugh. They got caught selling piss. I was like, hey, you got a food handler's card. Isn't this adultery? Ugh. What? I'm gonna urinate in this cup and put it here. Boom. I'm gonna open your beer. What's the difference? Hold on, let me see if I can make gunpowder out of this and shoot you. Ridiculous, you know. Encroachment, that's invasion of privacy. Hey, when I have my own apartment and shit, name on it. Hey, hey, what do you lease? From Interscope? What's wrong with your neck? They switched your protoplasma with a cat. Rebirthed you with a cat. Think about it, that I would have been the only person you could have trusted. It wouldn't matter if you was the worst enemy as long as you paid and I knew how to do it. Ugh. Compared to, aha, you're in my bed. I'm gonna cut you. Ha 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 ha. Right, for all that cocaine that came out of that thing from the lidocaine. The lidocaine was the energy source, right? So this lidocaine was numbing enough for these people to create some portal that's like, it's a positive numb. Well, here's the negative, and whatever comes from here comes out here. And all the cocaine I put in the lidocaine, it just never filled up. Then I caught the image that it was popping up in the 70s when the cocaine was hitting. Ugh. It's like somebody farted. Then after they farted, boom, and it just accumulated there. A lighter came. Look at it's coming out my ass. Just that one part where it's coming out of the whole new limousine, new top, all that. Just the cocaine part. Bam. Fart the past. Boom. Just fart on the wall to pass. Boom. Let it sit there. Oh, I'm going through some shit. Jump through the wall. Think about how old the doodoo is. Go get some stool softener for it. USOL, you Neanderthal. You just stay in there. Look at somebody else part of the portal. Hold on, let me get the big Billy Club. Dude, the sleepaway can't push you. All right, it just kicks you in there. Let me go ahead and. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-mm. Who was that man on the boat? The scientist that was a zombie who couldn't swim but jumped in feet first. And when they turned into a zombie, that red stuff jumped on their face. From what movie? With the two axes on his hand. Now, anybody who's an adult that's seen all my cartoons, could he be great? Or Is this our son? Stuck everywhere, they say. Right, to keep y'all safe as fuck. That's crazy. It's one of those names in that book. I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one that name started with an A. AJ Patron. Patron fatigue. Uh, yeah, Patron fatigue. Yeah, Patron fatigue. That's the name. Some Spanish first. Oh, the Patron fatigues, huh? They're talking not Swedish, Dad. Come on. Then I was handed all these passports that said murder on it. A murder in a sense. And I had some eggs snatched from me by this man. And all these people popping up in Arab, Saudi Arabia, Gaddafi, and all these people just pop up out of nowhere. You know, like Jay sitting there and all that shit. This bullshit. Why don't you old people suit up, sit your asses there, and then when y'all in front of guns and all that, get to arguing. And see how many people still alive. And it's like, bam. They all came back, man. That was a good conversation we had. Nah, dextrose. Like the whole one with the blown up mind thought. Notice how they're not going to get decay. You ain't got no smell. They is destroyed, but they is not going to decay, age, whatever. All right. Werewolf movie. You kill a werewolf, he gets bigger. Once all the people he could transform into are gone. That means I was killed a couple of hundred times. It's like that goes to a whole nother world, man. That's why I was doing the whole wheelchair thing right after Ricky, because Jagger and them dad beat the shit out of me and put white in me. Hey, like 209 Chicago, listen to the movie. Do you hear him talking after death? There was no blood because he smoked so many cigars that he had no blood. That's why he had the scratchy voice. No blood accumulating. Well, that would either be a robot there underneath GU or one of our sons. Well, you should watch and listen to the movie pretty good. Well, you couldn't really beat it. You knew who the female was. You knew who the dude was. And two and two. And because this is my dad. Now, this is the freaky one. Now, look at that. Look at that. Now, when dude was running, who was walking around dressed up as a girl, who the fuck can? Ah, oh, that's the son. Standing there. Ah! Right, that's why I never taught him how to wolf out. Shit. Pretty sure he knew how. Yeah, nah. There was a whole Russian camp. We was all werewolves and shit. Everybody there was. I mean, it was summer camp. I just made it fun and shit. These are the werewolves that did not want to transform into werewolves and just live a human like life. While this movie with vampires that could walk in the sunlight, These are the vampires that choose to live a normal life. Hence, their fourth of meat and the food is really transitioning between and has enough protoplasm to everybody to live in unity. Of course. Yeah, you know it. No, you just volunteered that shit and I got your release. You don't do movies without me seeing that shit because I know I have it. I have everybody's. Oh, oh, get that. No, those people are deceased, bro. Hey, I ain't tripping today. I remembered that means we just got done eating them. What did they say when I was a kid? They keep fucking up to me. We're gonna start eating people. I'm not for eating people. Ugh. You don't know it's me. You don't watch that movie. Use the Japanese British face. Ugh. And look at how, hey, here's a scrambler. Whose fingers is that sausage? When I was twitching or tripping, twitching about some old, how do you like it that you're eating your kids? And the Genio, and why this turkey sausage doesn't fry like the old school. It just sits there. Uh, and then the casing, then the meat looks white like pork. You can't use my right. You can't use nobody's right. Hey, there's a scope of how far you could go. I haven't used nothing, haven't did nothing. Cause in all that fact it states you could still go to jail for some shit. Ooh. Hey, even though you do have a right to understand it and get to know it, I would like to be exonerated of all charges and shit because I got this. Ugh. It would be more of a, hey, I'm not gonna use that shit. Experience, huh? Trying to see this jail life, trying to see all that shit. No, no, we do not want you to learn this experience. Go home. Shit was weird. Hey, can somebody satellite and watch those few people who keep on looking towards me and do that whole after shit like I was talking to them? Don't nobody want your stupid ass listening. Ain't nobody talking to your stupid ass. Get the fuck out of my business, Matashi. You obviously ain't a good worker in my book, but to some sucker ass, scumbag, sucker ass person, ugh, you are the bastards that was called. It couldn't have been me or none of me's, ugh, even though I ain't them. Well taken. They should be ranked over. We get tired of that shit too, huh? We don't understand. We don't have. Hey, you still got them earplugs, right? Hey, I'm talking about some shit you don't understand. Like, hey, okay, you a virgin still, right? Put these earplugs in. All right, man. Talking about that. You got a disease, BD, all that shit. Huh? And then pull them out. Hey, you know, you want to get some females. Next thing you know, you about to call a party. Everybody pops up and them females. And they know how to act it. As soon as you walk in, as soon as they walk in. Automatic. Hopefully your parents told your ass what you had and the doctor. So it was like, hey, I'm glad I met y'all. Now we actually can do yeah, hey, cause yours cancel out mine. Ugh, hell yeah, you gonna get taken tonight. Ugh. Turns to a big ass examining table trying to find the right one. Ain't you gonna help it catch the other ones? All right, hold on, let me wash y'all up. Right. Find some place where nobody's out and just chill and kick it. And then for some strange, weird reason, just out the blue, hey, we just pop in out of nowhere. Ugh, he's here, it's us. Period. Just ugh. Just dogged your ass out. Hey, we over here. They found it out, and you dogged me out. Bad shit started happening to your ass constantly, every day, every day. You know. Hey, ain't y'all on shut the fuck up every single day, constantly? Cause tangibly, I'm not physically there for you to be trying to conversate with me. Hey, you're dead. Then be dead. Be dead. Hey, rad power. Rad power and dirty radiation that you will never understand. You think I'm fixing your bangle? You got to be crazy. I gave them to you for a reason. Hell no. Make sure the people serving dirty dishwater and messing people over on that stuff with that moist stuff, ugh, accidentally eat them. Eat all that dead dust. We'll know when they come back as zombies. Ugh, I gotta get to work. I don't have time to talk to you. Super